This year there have been some amazing daily running shoes, but also some real stinkers. But don't worry, because today we're going to bring you the cream of the crop, the best of the best. We spent many thousands of pounds on different shoes from different brands and tested them over countless months and miles, so I can bring you the top shoes of the year, from cheapest all the way to most expensive. As always here on the channel, all of these shoes were bought 100% with my own money, so a massive thank you to everybody that checks out my website, benpox.com, where you can find amazing running hats, technical tees, and 5-star rated training plans to get your running where you want it to be. Feel free to use code YouTube10 for 10% off your order and help us to continue bringing these videos to you. Thank you so much, guys. We're going to be doing this as a little series, so we'll link to the full playlist down below and it will just populate over time. So next week we're going to have the best race shoes of the year, so if you're not subscribed, then get subscribed for that. Right, let's start out with the best daily shoes, starting out with the cheapest, which is this, the Puma Velocity Nitro version 4. Price wise, this set me back £110, but you can definitely get them cheaper. I think I paid £88 for my pair. Stack height at the back of the shoe, 36mm with a 10mm drop overall. Weight wise, 282 grams. Midsole wise, we've got a full layer of Puma's Nitro foam and there is no plate in this shoe. Now what I really liked about this shoe, amazing grip on the bottom of the shoe, so it's a really good one for this time of year, for that autumn and winter running. There's a very traditional ride to the shoe, which I like due to that slightly lower stack height. It's surprisingly lightweight as well, versatile amongst all sorts of different paces and distances, and I'd say if you were considering it for a race, anything like 5k, 10k up to the half marathon distance. In terms of dislikes with this one, it's definitely slightly on the narrow side, so wider footed runners may feel some pinching. Unfortunately, Puma aren't offering this in any wider fit options, and if you were thinking of just sizing up in this shoe, it's probably just going to make it a little bit too long, unfortunately. The tongue does have an annoying habit of sliding down a little bit and doesn't have anything to hold it in place either. So hopefully some things they'll update for next year's model. But in summary, a daily shoe at a really fantastic, incredible, amazing price point. It's fun, it's poppy, it's truly versatile as a daily shoe should be. Moving up a little bit in price, we have this amazing shoe, one of the best shoes that we've seen in years and years from Adidas, which is the Adidas EVO SL. Price wise, this set me back £130. Really quite hard to find this one on offer anywhere. Stack height at the back of the shoe, 39mm with a 7mm drop overall. Weight wise, lovely and lightweight, 267 grams from me in my UK size 12. Midsole wise, we've got a layer of the Light Strike Pro midsole, exactly the same foam that Adidas use in their very highest end race shoes, and there's no plate in this shoe. Now, likes wise with this shoe, there's so many of them. Amazing value, I think. That 100% Light Strike Pro, the super foam that you find in their £200 plus amazing full-on race carbon shoes. And if I had 4 words to describe this shoe, I'd say simple, lightweight, fast, and fun. And what an amazing combination of words that is. Just great for that daily training, and for any runner that doesn't want to be using a plated shoe for their sort of daily miles. A lot of people do compare this to the Superblast, but that shoe is £70 more expensive. Don't worry, it's coming on a little bit later in the video. But yeah, this shoe is just offering so much value at this price point. Very, very versatile. I'm not sure that I would personally want to run a marathon in it, but for shorter distances, 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons, this shoe is really going to excel. Let's just touch on a few dislikes. The laces in this shoe are really quite poor. They're very cheap. It's just very classic Adidas. I really wish they'd invest some money in some better laces. This shoe does have quite a short tongue as well, which unfortunately means you can't really use that heel lock lacing, that final eyelet if you want to, and the upper doesn't give the most secure fit. It's very thin, and it can feel a little bit unstable in corners, but I'm really nitpicking with this shoe. It's really hard to find any flaws with this one. In summary, a great value shoe for your daily miles, faster workouts, and getting some shorter races done in it as well. A good all-round fun package at a really amazing price point. Next up, we've got this shoe here from Mizuno, a brand that we don't feature on the channel too much. The Neo Zen set me back £130, 40mm stack height at the back of the shoe with a 6mm drop overall. Weight wise, all good, coming in for me at under that magic 300, which is what I like to find on my daily shoes, at 295 grams. Midsole wise, we've got Mizuno's very plush Energy NXT foam, and sizing wise, I'd recommend going half a size down with this one. It does run a little bit long. So starting out with the likes, you're getting a really good value option here. The foam in here is superb and a really just fantastic all-around package. If you're the type of runner that loves a booty style construction, so it's just going to hug your feet really all over the shoe, Mizuno is doing this better than anybody else. And then finally, that cushion to weight ratio is really quite strong here. You get a good soft foam, but it's not so mushy. Your feet don't sort of collapse into the foam. It just gives that really nice engaging ride. In terms of dislikes with this one, as much as I do like the foam in this one, it's just not the most poppy ride that you're getting. It's just not the most responsive. It doesn't have the most energy return, but it's really good for those easy and those steady miles, pretty much going up to marathon pace. Faster than that, there are going to be some better options out there. So in summary with this one, maybe you're the type of runner that just wants something a little bit different from all their friends, just want to try something new that you haven't seen before, then this is going to be a really good option to go for. Really good value, really good comfort, a quirky upper, but a construction that just kind of works quite well. Next up is a shoe that I recommend so much here on the channel, a shoe that I've run so much in, I've worn it out and I don't even have it anymore. That is the all-conquering Asics Novablast version 5. Price-wise, this shoe set me back £135. Stack height at the back, 41.5mm with a 8mm drop overall. Weight-wise, just over the magic 302 grams for this one, but it's still pretty light. Midsole-wise, we've got the Asics FF Blast Max midsole. In terms of sizing with this one, I got it in the regular size I get all my Asics shoes in, which is an 11.5. And what I really like about this one is it gives a very stable and smooth ride. It's bouncy, it's cushioned, it just looks after your legs really well. So this is a shoe that you can also use for those longer runs, a true daily mileage shoe. Really good value here, really well put together with a solid build quality. It does feel a little bit wider than the outgoing model, so for some wider footed runners, that's going to feel really quite nice. A little bit more material in the upper as well, comfortable straight out the box and getting some good breathability. Now, in terms of dislikes with the Novablast, there really is only one sort of obvious dislike, is the grip in the shoe in wet conditions really is not the best. Asics have, over the summer, they actually released their trail version of this shoe, which is going to make a really good winter daily option. All they've done in this shoe is just replace the outsole with a nice traily outsole. It's really not going to be the best trail shoe, but for wet winter running, the grip is going to be fantastic on that one. So in summary, the Novablast 5 really is one of the best all-rounders. It's just going to tick the box for so many different people out there. Moving on to the first shoe on the list from Nike. They've really revolutionized their shoe lineup. So in my hand here is the Nike Vomero version 18. This shoe sent me back £135. Stack height at the back of the shoe, 46mm with a 10mm drop overall. Unfortunately, well over 362 grams for me, and I got this in a UK size 11.5, which was half a size down. Midsole wise, we've got two different layers of foam here. On top, we've got Nike's very premium Zoom X midsole, very poppy, very fast, very engaging, the foam that they use in their high-end race shoes. And then just underneath that, we've got a layer of React X foam for that stability and also that hard wearing nature. Now, talking about the likes of this one, it's just a really great all-rounder for that half marathon or that marathon runner to get the bulk of their training runs done in. Fast enough for some race pace workouts, and you can cruise through those longer runs and recovery runs with ease as well. Good price point. The previous version of this shoe was £10 more expensive, so it's really good to see that price reduction there from Nike. Really good durability. This shoe is holding out so well for me, and a really good option here for those heavier runners as well. Very comfortable, decent width in the toe box up at the front, and lovely padding you're now getting around the heel as well. The ride in the rocker, it's a really smooth ride with lots of support at the back if you are a heel striker, so it's a shoe that's going to suit lots of different types of runners. And I also think it's a pretty good looking shoe as well. Lots of exciting colorways. Nike are now offering a Gore-Tex version of this shoe, perfect for that winter running, and they've just updated the outsole on the shoe as well to give the shoe that storm tread outsole. Really good winter grip option. Moving on to the dislikes, it's just not as zippy and nimble as the previous versions. Quite bulky and a little bit on the heavy side. In my opinion, it's just not going to handle those shorter pace reps as well as something like the Novablast or the EVO SL, so those 5k paces, those 10k paces. But if you just want a really good shoe to cruise around in, maybe pick up the pace up to about half marathon effort, then this shoe is going to do that quite nicely. So in summary, a shoe that is really going to help you eat up the bulk of your daily training miles. Super comfortable, pretty durable, and a really great price point as well. Next up is a bit of a wild card, not a brand we review very often here on the channel, being mainly a road running channel. Salomon are a brand really more associated with the trails, but they released this year, an absolute stonkingly good shoe, the Salomon Aero Glide version 3. So price-wise, this shoe sent me back £145, or really €160, because I bought this when we were traveling in France. Stack height at the back of the shoe, 40mm with an 8mm drop overall. Lovely and lightweight here, 288 grams. I actually got half a size down in this one because they didn't have a 12 in the Chamonix shop, but 11.5 worked absolutely perfect for me, so I'd recommend going half a size down. Midsole wise, we've got Salomon's Energy Foam Evo midsole, and there's no plate in the shoe. Now, likes with the shoe, it's lightweight, it's fast, and it's a really fun ride. Very comfortable, very smooth, good ventilation in the summer heat. I was running in this up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 37 Celsius, and it performed really well. It just gobbles up those long runs with absolute ease. Also to note, there are two different versions of this one, the regular one and the gravel one as well, which has got a more rugged outsole. So again, potentially quite a good winter running option there. In terms of dislikes, it may be a little bit too narrow for some people out there, usually the case of a lot of Salomon shoes, and the toe box does taper in a little bit as well. I personally really love this quite jazzy colorway, but some people won't. But don't worry, they do some more toned down versions. So in summary with this one, it really is the shoe of the year that has surprised me the most. It wasn't a shoe I thought I'd spend that much time in, but every day throughout the whole of the summer months, I was picking up this shoe rather than my Superblast. It's just so much fun, it's lightweight, it's snappy, comfortable casually, comfortable out running, fantastic for those long runs, and just brought a big smile on my face throughout the summer months. Next up is one of the biggest selling shoes of the year, the New Balance 1080 version 14. Price-wise, this shoe set me back £160. Stack height at the back of the shoe, 38mm with a 6mm drop overall. Weight-wise, 360 grams. Midsole, we've got New Balance's Fresh Foam X midsole, and the shoe was true to size for me. Likes-wise, really good amount of stability you're getting in this shoe. The foam is so much improved over the previous version, which was very, very soft. Definitely too soft for me. It's now a little bit firmer, and it's going to have that mass appeal to it. Very comfortable, really good for those slower paced runs. It comes really nicely in 4 different width options as well, so very accommodating for all sorts of different runners. Very safe and very dependable shoe. Not the most fun and engaging ride, but it gets the job done really nicely. Yes, price wise it is a little bit more on the premium side, but the shoe is really built to last, and you get a lot of miles out of this one. In terms of dislikes, the upper, it's a little bit on the thick side, may have some overheating issues if you're going out some very hot running. It's also a little bit on the heavy side as well. So again, it's not going to be the best option out there when you want to be picking up the pace and doing some faster workouts or some faster races. A little bit like the Vomero, it's just not as poppy as something like the EVO SL. And it's just not going to be great for those faster interval sessions. But in summary with this one, an ultra comfortable shoe, probably the most comfortable shoe on the list today, that is going to last a very long time as well. Great for getting the bulk of your daily mileage done in, and much improved over that unlucky version 13 they had before. Next up, we have this from Asics, a absolutely all-conquering shoe, the shoe I'll undoubtedly have done most of my miles in this year, and that is the Superblast version 2. Price-wise, this shoe sent me back £200 with a 45mm stack at the back of the shoe, 8mm drop overall. Weight-wise, lovely. As I said earlier, 288 grams for this one, in my UK size 11.5, which is what I'd usually get in Asics shoes. Midsole-wise, the majority of it is Asics' FF Turbo Plus, and then we've got a little layer of FF Blast Plus Eco just to help with that stability, and there is no plate in the shoe. Likes-wise with this one, it's super lightweight, especially given just the size and volume of the shoe, which makes it just fantastic in my opinion. It's a super versatile option as well, handles those slower paces, but also with the foam here, it's got enough firmness, enough stiffness and responsiveness. If you want to pick up the pace, then it will handle it really quite nicely. If you're the type of runner that isn't bothered about illegal stack heights in their race shoes, then this is going to be a really good race day option as well for someone that doesn't want a carbon plate in the shoe. It's just built like a tank. It's super durable. It lasts absolutely ages. I think I'm on maybe my 4th pair of this shoe. For me, it's still going to be my daily option that I reach for the most throughout the year. In terms of dislikes with this one, yes, it is of course a little bit on the expensive side, but given the fact it lasts so long, sort of the pounds per kilometre really isn't that bad. And then finally, it might be a like, it might be a dislike, but it is definitely on the firmer side, which I like, but some people won't. And if you don't like the firmer ride, then stay tuned because we've got your perfect option coming up next. But in summary with this one, it's an amazingly versatile shoe. It can handle absolutely anything that you throw at this shoe. Whatever race distance you want to run in, whatever pace you want to run at, this shoe will get that done. There really is nothing quite like it. But for some people, as I just said, they might like a little bit of a softer ride. So in steps the Megablast, which is like a Superblast, but with a little bit more of a softer, more poppy, responsive ride. At quite a big price point as well, because the Megablast set me back a whopping £210, 45mm stack at the back of the shoe with an 8mm drop overall. Weight-wise, absolutely incredible what Asics have done here. 275 grams for me in my 11.5, the standard size I get in all of my Asics shoes. Midsole wise, we've got the updated foam in here, the very latest foam from Asics, the FF Turbo Squared, and there's no plate in this shoe. And what I really liked about the Megablast, maybe even loved about the Megablast, because it is fantastic, extremely lightweight, but still very comfortable and very soft as well. Shoes that are this light are usually very stripped back, and it can leave your feet prone to rubbing and getting blisters, but given the amount of padding and support you're getting in this shoe, it really is absolutely amazing. Probably the fastest non-plated shoe out there at the moment. Speed without compromising that comfort. It's so much fun to run in. The foam is really bouncy. It would make a fantastic race day option for someone in that sort of 3:30, 3:45, 4 hour plus region. And of course, if you're someone that isn't worried about the illegal nature of the shoe, given the stack height that is on offer here, a super smooth ride. It tips you forward, but equally great for any type of foot striker. Heel striker, midfoot striker, forefoot striker. This shoe is just going to roll through the foot strike really quite nicely. Super versatile, absolutely fantastic at all different speeds. Easy runs, tempo runs, intervals, races. This shoe can really do it all. In terms of dislikes, a few stability concerns with this one, given the extremely high stack height, the softness of the foam as well. So you just need to keep your wits about you round some corners. It is slightly on at the narrow side, and unfortunately only comes in one width option. And the price for a daily shoe, £210, is obviously absolutely bonkers. But in summary with this one, an amazing shoe from Asics. It handles everything so well. Great shoe for those long run workouts where you don't want to put mileage in your sort of lightweight carbon race shoes. Super soft, very bouncy, and has generally been very well reviewed by me and the running community as a whole. So there we have it, an absolutely amazing lineup of shoes. But I know what you're thinking, what would you pick if you could just pick one? Tell me what the best one is. And it's really hard to do that, but if I had to, well, I'm gonna give you two. The best mix of fun, speed, and value can only be the Adidas EVO SL. At this price point, this shoe absolutely sings. But if you want something that's super safe, super dependable, super comfortable, that is just going to give the vast majority of people absolutely no problems, then play it safe and go for the Novablast version 5. Hope you've enjoyed the video. The video over here is something that YouTube thinks you're going to love coming up next, so I'll see you over there very shortly. That's it, guys. Keep on working hard. Keep it done. I'll see you very soon in the next one.